South Carolina. They had just taken off when the cabin filled with thick smoke. You can see it right there in the images. The pilots immediately turning back to Atlanta, but passengers rushing to cover their faces, then using slides to escape once they landed. Gio Benitez covers aviation.
Tonight, thick smoke seen filling the cabin of this Delta Airlines flight, passengers covering their noses, the plane forced to return to Atlanta.
Smoke in the cabin and need to plan a return back.
The 25-year-old Boeing 717 bound for Columbia, South Carolina this morning with 99 passengers and crew on board. But just minutes into the flight, the cabin filling with that thick haze. Delta saying the flight crew followed procedures, making an emergency landing. Atlanta Fire Rescue helping to evacuate the plane. Passengers seen going down slides and standing on one of the wings.
When we went out of one of the exits, we were actually on the wing. And we kept saying, well, how are we going to get down?
Some concern there. 2 people were treated, but they were soon released. We're being joined right now by Fox 5's Tyler Finger. Tyler, thank you so much for joining us here on Live Now from Fox. What more can you tell us about what some of these passengers experienced on this flight?
Yeah, Andy, good evening to you. I mean, talk about a very scary situation for passengers on board that Delta Airlines jet en route to Columbia, South Carolina this morning. Everything was going as planned. They were taking off, they got in the air, and then just within a few minutes, smoke started filling that cabin. They were in the air for just 12 minutes before they made it back on the ground, and then an emergency evacuation right on the runway.
A scare in the sky for Delta Airlines passengers over Atlanta just moments after takeoff Monday morning when smoke filled the cabin.
You heard just about the entire plane, yelling, the cabin's filling with smoke, because no one was doing anything. No one was coming over the intercom saying anything at first.
Kevin McKinney was on board the flight from Atlanta to Columbia, South Carolina, and captured video of the midair scare.
Once we landed, we were being told to keep our heads down, breathe through our clothes.
In a statement, Delta referred to that smoke as a haze and said its crew followed procedures to get the aircraft on the ground as quickly as possible. FlightAware data shows the plane was in the air for just 12 minutes before it was back on the ground at Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport around 9 a.m.
The pilot came on and announced evacuate the plane immediately, and it was chaos.
The airline says 94 passengers.
Again and again. I swear it's like one thing after the other, after the other, after the other with these planes, man. Like, what is happening? What is going on with these planes? This plane, the cabin was on smoke. I don't know what was burning. I don't know if they said exactly what was burning or what caused the haze or smoke, but man. So, what's up, guys? Welcome to the video. Welcome to my channel. So I just saw this happen recently, literally yesterday this happened, okay? A Delta airplane was on smoke. They took off from Atlanta, Georgia. Were going to South Carolina and had to hurry up and come back to the airport because passengers were saying there was smoke on the plane. They couldn't breathe. And that smoke, that haze, whatever it was, it looked pretty heavy, okay? That's very dangerous, man. Very, very dangerous. Because you're in the sky, you're in a plane, and on the airplanes, they can't open the window because it's a safety hazard. So basically, they say just breathe through your clothes. You just do this. Like a mask or something. Just speaking of mask, why didn't they have the mask come down? Why didn't they have the air mask come down from in the plane? That would have been the most logical option to breathe oxygen, But they said no, breathe through your clothes. So, people. The plane landed back in Atlanta. People got off. And everybody was, for the most part, okay. But they were yelling. People were yelling in the plane, like, hey, there's smoke on the plane. There's smoke. And I guess the pilot didn't know. I guess the stewardess didn't know. The people that, I guess that they didn't know what was going on. yeah, it's just crazy. It really is. I don't know what's been going on with these planes lately. I really don't. Yeah, and then another plane incident happened. I think it was flying from, what is it, Australia to New Delhi. And then another Delta airplane. So what is going on with these Delta airplanes? Why are they all just having these issues? The one in Toronto, this one in Atlanta, now this one in Australia. Basically, it was like a threat. They had to make a emergency landing in Rome because of a threat that turned out to be fake. But I'm just like, man, and that plane, the plane that was on smoke for Delta, it's a 25-year-old plane, 26-year-old plane. That's an old plane, man. That's a very old plane. Some of these planes need to be retired, and they need to start building some new planes, some new commercial airplanes and whatnot. Because these 20, 30-year-old planes, they ain't working, man. And you're putting people's lives at jeopardy, okay? But guys, this quick video, just wanted to share this. I just saw this happen with this airplane on a smoke. I thought it was crazy. I thought it was wild. I swear, man, it's like one thing after the other with these planes. Like, man, plane crashes here and there, plane on fire, plane on the smoke, threats, this, that, and the third, this and that. At this point, I'm just going to take road trips, okay? I'm taking road trips and maybe trains. I don't like the train. I don't, but I think I'll just stick to road trips right now. I'll give these airlines about 5 years. I'll give them about 5 years to get their stuff together, because I am not getting on no airplane that has a risk of, you know what, and the risk of having smoke on it and whatnot and a fire. No, I'm not doing that. Not. It ain't happening. So I'll give it about 3-5 years to get so that they can get their stuff together. But for now, I'm gonna stick to driving and stick to these road trips, okay? Anyway, guys, if you enjoyed the video, please like, share, comment, subscribe. This is your Manny Moral Calmness. I am out. Take care. Peace.